Good evening, gamers, and welcome to e-rev TV. It's your boy Big Max here, and tonight we are bringing you guys some more exciting Heroes of New Earth action. Co-casting alongside of me is the infamous Mr. Weta System. How you doing tonight, Wet?
Doing great, man. Ready to get this cast going.
Hell yeah, indeed. On video, we do have Pele. Always a pleasure. We also have CEVO admin Kuzminko overseeing the cast, so big shout out to him. As bands are underway, what do we see?
A lot of the typical bands, except maybe the Defiler band. Don't see her band very often. Sandwraith, definitely gone. And we see our first pick is Thunderbringer. He usually gets banned, and if he doesn't get banned, he usually gets picked up.
We also see a Wretched Hag band. That doesn't look too common either.
It might have to do maybe with putting that Thunderbringer mid. Maybe they didn't want to put Wretched Hag up against their Thunderbringer. I'm not sure.
Alright, so we are going to see Hellbringer and Bubbles join that Legion team there, as we're going to go ahead and do lineups real fast. Playing on the Legion team is going to be FC UK, Everything and Run, and playing over here on the Hellborn team is going to be Infernal Cry. What would you love to do the honors of lineups?
Yes, on the Legion side, we have Devastate Tata, Buckboy, Mouse, Multipass, and a foot-long sub. Hope it's only $5. On the Hellborn side, we have Munchkin, No Hope, Dirty Mobs, Moo Moo Moo, and Tricksta.
That indeed we do, and it is the month of February, so I'm sure all footlongs are $5. You know, I'm fat, I know that. So let's get into the other picks we do here. We do have Captain Flint and Myrmidon going to go ahead and join that Thunderbringer. So looking like a strong team already, Wet.
Oh yeah, Myrmidon and Thunderbringer are both very frustrating heroes to play against. I guess I would like to point out that Miss Cascada is auto-banned for this tournament. I don't believe Empath is choosable unless both teams decide that she is.
And I guess Infernal Cry is going to keep it that way because they want her auto-banned. I've had the luxury of playing her a few times. I think she's just retarded at the moment. She's a really good support. I guess it depends on how you play her well, but she can turn the tide of any game. I really think she can. As long as you as-one the carry at the right times, Wet, I think it's inevitable that your team's going to win.
Yeah, a lot of the complaints are the fact that Empath has one ability lasts too long, so it's really easy to get that at right time. My experience is with a few heroes, especially Sandwraith, heroes that suffer from a lack of movement speed and attack speed, just really get unreal very early on in the game with Empath. Yeah,
we did see the game that we played, Sandwraith. You went 25-3 at the end, and it's that as-one with the 150% movement speed. It's so spammable. It's got a short cooldown on the speed boost and 30 seconds, and I heal you and barriers and life regen. It's crazy. So they're taking their sweet time here, taking their other picks. We are going to see Behemoth and Voodoo Jester and Bubbles, who I'm not certain why I didn't freak out. Bubbles is getting played here. Kuz has to be happy. I'm happy. I'm sure you're happy too, Wet. This is going to be an exciting game with some heroes that should have been banned that actually aren't banned. So this is going to be a really interesting game.
Yeah, Legion already has a fantastic lineup. The only thing they're missing is their carry. Voodoo Jester and Hellbringer are awesome intellect supports. Bubbles is an amazing initiator and ganker, and Behemoth is just such a powerful hero. He changes games.
Yeah, we are waiting to see a carry. Also note that Devo is not banned. And as we saw in that last game with ProSex Inc.
Yeah, Devo is a good counter.
Versus Clubhouse. No one had a carry really, but it was still pretty damn one-sided, and it was because of the Devo and Dr. Repulsor. But Dr. Repulsor getting banned.
Yeah, Big Max lagged a little bit, but yeah. I wouldn't say we'd see a Devour just because there is no real strong carry on the Legion side. They need something, because they can't hope that they're going to finish the game in 20 minutes.
Yeah, sorry for the lag right there. We are going to see Forsaken Archer and Hammerstorm, as Hammerstorm greatly favored on the Infernal Cry team. Trickster is going to play Hammerstorm. Actually, no, Trickster is going to pass that over to Munchkin. So usually Trickster playing it, and a lot of hero swaps going on here. And we're waiting on the last pick for the Legion team. Has more swapping going on right now. So why don't we take this time, I guess, to go over some interesting news in the Heroes of Newerth community. Wet, is anything going on?
I heard a rumor that ICE, some of the members of ICE have reformed their different clan.
That I believe is true. I think the team name is Lion. And on that note, we're going to see Swiftblade, who is an interesting pickup, I believe.
That's what the Legion team needed to finish up their lineup. They needed a strong hard carry. Maybe not necessarily Swiftblade. Not a big fan of the hero, but we have two opposite teams here. We have a really heavy gank style with two soft semi carries, and we have another really heavy gank style that's revolving around getting this Swiftblade carried.
Yeah, Swiftblade just an interesting choice. Like I always stress the fact that I really hate Swift as a hard carry. But against a team like the Hellborn's matchup, I think the Magic community is going to play a good role in this. I just don't know how the Legion team is going to match up against this crazy Hellborn team. They're really good lineups. There's going to be some retarded tri-lanes here too. Who do you think's tri-laning?
I imagine the Forsaken Archer will get tri-laned, and we'll have the Flint Beastwood and Thunderbringer soloing. Obviously, there will be a tri-lane with the Swiftblade, probably putting Hellbringer solo and Bubbles mid.
Alright, so we're going to see two tri-lanes. Behemoth in a tri-lane, that's going to be quite interesting. I enjoy seeing Behemoth in professional type play, and I think his stun, that fissure, if hit off correctly, could really do some damage in a tri-lane.
It's a very make or break skill. You can completely screw your team over. You can lose a kill just because you fissure in the wrong place, or you can get a kill that you shouldn't have. And I think he's going to synergize very well with the Swiftblade.
So we are going to see Myrmidon, Forsaken Archer, and Hammerstorm going to take up that tri-lane at bottom against a Voodoo Jester, Behemoth, and Swiftblade. Now, right off the bat, they're both pretty even in stuns. One's got a little more HP regen, so probably a little more a lane pressure that can be applied by the Legion team, since they don't have to back if somebody gets low. They've always got mojo and stuff like that. And in mid, we've got great matchups here too. We've got Thunderbringer taking on Hellbringer, and Flint taking on Bubbles.
I didn't necessarily expect Bubbles to go in the solo lane, but I see it's probably a better matchup against the Flint Beastwood. As far as the tri-lanes go, they both have two very strong combos. You have Archer, who could pin people, Myrmidon, who could do the same, and Hammerstorm. And on the bottom, you have the initiation from Voodoo Jester with the cocktail, followed by Behemoth Fissure and the spin. They're both very strong. So I do think Big Max might have lagged out a little bit again as we see the game getting started.
I'm good to go. I'm sorry. Fuck. It usually never happens. Well, only once, but glad to get that out of the way. Lag now so you don't lag later. So we're going to get this game underway right now. We're going to see caskets going out. Just some minor harass. Before I was lagging, or as I was lagging, I noted about the ward that Behemoth placed. It's a really interesting ward. It gets a lot of sight, and duly noted, I will be placing my wards there.
Yeah, that's a great ward spot. Kind of picks up where a lot of people try to tend to gank by going around the trees there.
It's going to be interesting. Besides the bottom lane matchup, I think there's going to be a bloodlust and a lot of harass going in the other two lanes. Not maybe much top, but more of middle, I think. I think middle's going to have a lot of action going on as well, as Hellbringer's really taking it to that Thunderbringer right now.
This Hellbringer's playing smart too. He has a power supply, and he's a good counter to Thunderbringer because he can get that Life Void and stay in the lane, where Thunderbringer would usually force the hero out. We do see initiation in the bottom lane. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good to go. It wasn't that much of a team fight right there. Just a fissure to kind of show him, Behemoth's here. But I think it cut off Swift from going in with the spin, so maybe just a little bit of a bad fissure. It caught all three, but it wasn't accessible by the other Legion members. Anyway, as we're going to go over here in middle lane, Hellbringer's got this double damage. He's going to come in right now. I don't think he has enough mana, though, to Death Boil, though. So we're not going to see Thunderbringer go down. He is going to Tower Hug, though. And this Hellbringer is just dominating middle lane. It doesn't seem like it, but he really is. He's over, he's out-leveling the Thunderbringer. And if Thunderbringer doesn't hit level 6 first and, get his ganking in his levels, he becomes quite useless. As we are going to see a quick weed here and a magic card. We're going to see a casket tossed out, though. Swift's going to spin away. And as you were about to say, what?
Yeah, this Hellbringer, if he dominates this Thunderbringer mid, Thunderbringer's going to have a really hard time. He needs this early game levels. He needs to be able to go and take care of that tri-lane.
Yeah, him going down to that tri-lane, getting a few kills, is what's going to set the Hellborn team up for a good late game advantage. Flint Beastwood as well, getting stacked and just playing, not beating that Bubbles in the lane, but just playing well against that Bubbles in the lane is also really going to add up. And whether this Forsaken Archer can get some good farm down on this tri-lane, as he doesn't seem to be doing, too bad or, too well. So. Another fissure being tossed out, actually blocking two of the members from being able to escape, though they're going to just shoot them and try and run. A casket being tossed out, hitting both, banking off. Here comes a carp in, though. I don't believe that hit a hero. I think it actually hit a creep. But either way, no retaliation going to go for either team. Behemoth kind of just running around, waiting for his fissure to come off cooldown, and it is. So this is going to be an interesting, no bloodlust yet. I would have loved to have seen it. Just a well-rounded game right here, as we do see TB going up to get this rune right now. He's getting outmitted for sure.
That was an excellent fissure stun by Behemoth. I think if the Swiftblade would have been ready for it, they could have definitely picked up a kill.
Yeah, it got two of them in there. It got Hammer and Forsaken, so Hammer, I believe, did have the stun. I don't think he used it. But he did have it available, and FA also had her, her snare available. But definitely, Swiftblade could have came in there and maybe picked up a quick kill on that FA. We do see Behemoth going through the woods now to middle lane, maybe thinking, hey, since you're dominating this Thunderbringer, let's get a quick kill. Thunderbringer 4, Hellbringer 6. This is just like total annihilation right now. We're going to see a Death Boil, though, but Behemoth's not going to follow up with anything. He's just going to run back down the bottom lane. And I do believe with a fissure, they might have been able to get Thunderbringer. Like, what, 110 something damage, and then plus his HP. They might have been able to get him. If they was level 2, I'm sure. A level 2 fissure should have been able to get him, but he wasn't. He was only level 1, so...
The only problem is Hellbringer was a little short on mana, so it could have been just a waste of a fissure from Behemoth.
Yeah, just a really farm-heavy game going on right now. I'm just sad that we can't see Empath. I really didn't know she was auto-banned. I knew she was good, but I didn't think she was, that good enough to ban. That wall skill, though, definitely a huge plus in any way you look at it. It does 50 damage every second, and it just causes the other team to really have to watch their pathing. They can't just start tunnel visioning one person. They have to really watch where they're running. Okay, as Kuz informs us that all new heroes in CEVO are automatically banned for the first week of its release. So, thank you for that. Now we all know that. And we are going to see a Haste Hammerstorm here going against this Behemoth, though. It's kind of just beating each other right now in this boxing match right now. Here we go. Got some brawling going on, showing each other. And a Bloodlust at middle. Mouth is being dropped with a Death Boil and possibly a slow. Actually, nope, just looks like Death Boil level 4 and Mouth is. So Oh wow, look at those skills on that Hellbringer, Wet. That's an interesting way to play him.
Is he just building stats, maybe, it seems like? I didn't expect that. I expected him to put a lot of points in Life Void, but he's been dominating that Thunderbringer.
He got the stats for the extra HP mana and the damage from his auto attack, and Death Boil level 4, you know, because he hit level 7 while TB was still 5. Now, TB's 5, they're mid 7, or 8 now. This is not looking good right now for that middle lane. Middle lane is so one-sided for the Legion team. Top lane doesn't look to be doing too bad. Flint kind of keeping his composure up here against Bubbles. Bubbles, this is pretty, you know, typical up there on top lane. And I didn't expect to see Bloodlust in middle, but I thought it would be bottom. But I knew it was gonna be, there's gonna be action in both of the lanes except for top. Top's gonna just mellow out. They're just gonna have a farm fest up there. I'm surprised we haven't seen a kill here at bottom as a quick tower falls and sends gold differences skyrocketing a little bit up to 2,000, 7 minutes in. Here comes a fissure though. Would have liked to have gotten Hammerstorm on the other side though. A couple of shots being fired out on that FA with the casket stun. Nothing's going to happen though. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen Bloodlust at bottom.
Definitely. They've got two very aggressive lanes. And we got Bubbles coming in with his ultimate. And, you know, huge stun. Bubbles is going down. Got way too ambitious.
Yeah, but we are going to see Swiftblade get that smackdown there on that FA, so I think Legion had a nice trade-off there. They got the carry down for support. It did some damage, maybe got a little bit of lane control on that, but we are going to see TB coming down here with a double damager, and here comes a stun. TB, get up in there, and there he goes. He's getting up in there, and no, it's not enough to take Behemoth down though, so we're going to see this this ult, and Behemoth is going to live with marginal HP. Just barely, 30 HP if I believe. He's going to TP out, and that's it right there. Kind of a waste. If TB would have came in there, I think a split second sooner and auto-tacked just one time, Wet, they would have had him.
Yeah, especially with that double damage rune, and that's very unfortunate for Thunderbringer. He really needed to pick up a kill or two. I want to point back to the mid-fight between Hellbringer and Thunderbringer right before that tower dropped. It was pretty interesting to watch. I don't know if the video guy picked it up, but you could see Thunderbringer purposely canceling a lot of his attacks, trying to deny the tower, trying to bait Hellbringer into killing it. It was pretty amusing to watch.
Yeah, their mid got royally destroyed, I think, by Hellbringer. They're 2 level differences right now from the mid. I think top is the only thing that kind of evens it out, because the top lane solo for the Hellborn team is just like what happened on mid. But we are going to see 3 going up top here, maybe going to early tower push, try to just get towers down with that Malphus, as Malphus is up.
I would say they're coming in to stop this Flint Beastwood from getting the insane farm that he's already picking up. I guess 242 is just, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Hellbringer doing a good job on his laning, and Flint just trying to defend this tower, as we do see backup coming for this Flint Beastwood. I thought Flint back, so I thought they were, you know, just coming up here for the tower, but Flint here, as well as Thunderbringer and Hammer. Hammer's seeing this Bubbles, maybe gonna go in for a stun or something. Oh no, there's Bubbles. How's it going? And no stun though. No Garrick Helpfield, but it's not gonna hit anybody, and Legion's gonna quickly retreat, knowing that there's more than 3 Hellborn here. Just interesting game all along.
Yeah, it is a great game. We do see a gathering up there. It looks like both teams are kind of just waiting for something.
Well, we are gonna see some Hellborn team members back. It looks like we're gonna have 2 going, one front and 1 back, trying to sandwich this Behemoth right here. He does have haste rune though, so it's not gonna happen. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they didn't see the haste rune, but he's definitely gonna get out there. Courier gonna come in here and give Myrmidon something. Myrmidon not landing as many stuns as I'd like him to. Maybe just the opportune times are not there, but I know he can hit those stuns and make a difference. We're gonna see an ult on that Hellbringer, just trying to get him low, so that he can get killed real easily, because they don't want Hellbringer sticking around in team fights. But
yeah, he's level 9 also, and still has 0 points in Life Void or his slow.
Or his slow, yeah.
I think Big Mac's lagged out again. We see initiation from Behemoth and Swiftblade taking out Forsaken Archer.
It's a really
stun
interesting
by
way to, I believe what is
and
actually lagging right now, so he'll come
getting
through here in
destroyed.
just a second. But we're going to go straight into this team fight here as we do see an ult in by Swiftblade, and here comes Malphys right now, and we're going to see total destruction going on here by both teams.
I see Hammerstorm finishing off Behemoth in the woods. I kind of have a feeling it's Ventrilo.
Alright, I just got back from another flex. Yeah, I saw your mic button going on and stuff, so I wanted to let you finish, but usually when you lag, that's what happens, so I just wanted to hop in on that team fight. I didn't know you were still talking, so just some confusion. Sorry about that. Not one of the prettiest casts we've had.
Swiftblade with a field, and Swiftblade's going to actually get away.
Close, very close. This is a pretty lay-low game for all these gank heroes, Wet. I don't get it right now. There should be tons of wood ganking and offensive warding and all this.
I agree. Even though that team fight, it was a very fun team fight to watch, I was expecting a lot more ganking. The tri-lane was pretty unexciting, I have to say, considering the two lineups. I think they were just too cautious of each other.
Yeah, before we lag though, I duly noted we're talking about the death boil for that Hellbringer, and he's just going these attribute boosts, and it's really interesting. I guess that's the new way to play him. I've never seen this before. It's really interesting to watch, as it seems to be working. So I mean, I guess go with what works. We are gonna see a flare though, not gonna do much. Here comes a carp though right now. Here comes Weedfield. There's a casket. Nothing's gonna go off of the casket though, as Voodoo doesn't have his ult. So here comes another carp out at Swift. Swift's gonna stop moving though. He'll get away from it. There goes a stun though. Stun hitting Behemoth and Swiftblade, and no initiation there by the Hellborn team. They're both just gonna back. I think both teams are just scared
it's a lot
of
of kind of silly back and forth, people throwing out their stuns and cooldowns, getting hits on them, but being too afraid to run in and initiate just because of the potential on the other team.
So everything looks pretty quelled right now for the lag. Hopefully I don't lag again. Usually it happens once. I guess it happened twice. So let's just pray that that doesn't happen again. We are going to see a 5 Legion tower push, it looks like here. It looks like all the members are going to come up here and try and get this tower.
Yeah, I think it's really important for the Legion to keep pushing. I think the Hellborn will probably have an advantage late game. We see a Fisher stunned by Behemoth, and Bubbles porting in using his ultimate. Will they get Flint Beastwood? It's going to be close. Yes, they do. And I think Big Max has definitely lagged out again. See Thunderbringer casting his ultimate, getting several heroes low, but no kills have come out of it yet.
Alright, I guess I'm back. Sorry about that again, Wet. Thanks for picking up on that team fight. I don't know what the hell's going on right now with my net. Usually is never like this in any of the casts I've done before, so definitely very sloppy right now, so I duly apologize to those viewers. Are you lagging at all, Wet, or is it all me? I mean...
I seem good, it's kind of hard to tell if you're the one lagging.
Yeah. We did see a pretty interesting team fight, though. I kind of came in at the end but heard everything. Yeah, we did see some great stuns by both teams. Flint definitely going down, though, so kind of a good pickup, I think, for the Legion team. Could have been a better outcome, but definitely a great, actually it is a better outcome. I didn't see the tower went down, so they did get the gold from the tower. 4,000 gold up, 1 tower up, 8-4 on the hero kills, Legion up on that, experience they're up on, so it's not one-sided, but it's in Legion's favor at the moment, Wet.
Oh yeah, and we do see a deny coming on, I guess that top tower, just after FA pushed the top tower herself during that team fight.
We're gonna see a bubble shell going back. That did a lot of damage. Though Magikarp's not gonna get the stun off on Swiftblade. Here comes a Bubbles ult though, and no initiation by anybody else on the Legion team. Maybe just a defensive ult. But try and get get out of there.
It was a 2v4, and Bubbles was trying to make sure his carry stayed alive.
And we got Hammerstorm being a boss, ulting on those creeps. Look at him beat those creeps. Just some fun right there as he's getting really low to those creeps. Better back before he dies. So he's definitely going to back, and Myrmidon's going to tank him. It looks like the support just trying to get up in golden levels. Levels are pretty even though. Even though Legion has 4 more kills, the levels aren't that widespread. What?
Yeah, especially considering it was a tri-lane bottom. I think maybe the support's probably picked up a little bit too much experience, because that Swiftblade's only level 9 when the Behemoth and Voodoo Jester are level 6 and 7.
So if we want right now, when we have this excessive downtime, we got some items we got going on here. We got a Frost Brand going on FA right now. We also have a Mighty Blade going on Flint, maybe an early Shrunken.
I hope there wasn't a miscommunication. They were both going Frost Brand. We see Swiftblade does have his Sustainer. I don't know how close he is to his axe yet.
Look at Hellbringer's items though. Already picked up an Alkalite Staff, and he's got Mystic Vestments right now. Hellbringer, probably going for Sheepstick.
Oh yeah. I imagine a Sheepstick to shut down one of their semi-carries would be a really good choice. And Sheepstick, it makes his auto attack deal a lot of damage. He gets all the mana regen he needs.
Yeah, you know what I'm just sad to see is that well, we got a team fight going on here. We are going to see Malphus being dropped down after Keltfield, not doing too much. A Behemoth ult, and that Hellborn team is just going to get annihilated by this Legion team. There were some great stuns in there. That Behemoth ult was great timed. Nope, nothing's going to come down from that headshot though, as he does get healed up real fast. The tower's going to fall, and I was about to say, it's pretty sad to see that Infernal Cry hasn't been playing as aggressive as they usually do in their matches. What?
That headshot, I'm pretty sure, did take out Voodoo Jester, even though he was like at 3/4 health.
Oh, I thought it was on Swift, so that's my bet. I guess it was headshot, otherwise it wouldn't have said it. So Flint does get the kill, but if you've noticed, what Infernal Cry usually prides himself on playing super aggressive on the early game and keeping their team on the ready. So always having to defend the tower pushes and all that stuff, and we've seen the exact opposite this game.
Oh yeah, the Legion team definitely has the advantage in team fights. So I really think the Hellborn team, to be successful, they're going to have to take it away from the team fight. They need to get in these 2v2s and 3v3s and get these ganks going, because between Hellbringer and Behemoth and Bubbles, they've just got so much team fight presence. And as you can see, we saw a huge Behemoth ultimate followed by a Hellbringer ultimate, and it just annihilated their team.
Oh yeah, the Legion team, definitely has it. The Swiftblade Spin, Malphus, I mean, they've got so many AoE ults, and Cursed Ground, but he doesn't have it, so a different play there by Voodoo. Some people like to at least put 1 point in it. He doesn't even have his ult, so we're seeing a full support Voodoo Jester here, based off of stuns and heals. So that's really weird. Two kind of weird builds, I guess, for these heroes on the Legion team. Even Swift as well, maybe not getting counterattack, I guess, just going straight for attribute bonuses and Way of the Sword. So, but definitely got that AoE lockdown in those team fights, Wet, and that's a big advantage.
Oh yeah, and you have an orgasm every time someone picks Bubbles. That Kelp field is so powerful with Behemoth's ultimate, because people are going to try to run away. All Bubbles has to do is throw down that Kelp field, and it just sets up Behemoth.
We are going to see a quick Magikarp here. It's not going to get the Kelp field though, or the stun. We're going to see a quick shell out there by Bubbles. See, the thing with that Magikarp, man, no one runs anymore. A lot of these high-rated players know that you just got to hit the H key, so it's so easily avoidable, and that's why Myrmidon, though really good, I don't think is as good as Bubbles.
Yeah, and if you watch that Bubbles when he was running away, he literally did not even stop moving. He hit the H button, like the frame it hit him, and so he didn't get stunned and was able to dodge the weed field very easily.
Oh, you know, he could have done the alternative. He could have just shelled and then taken cover and then TP'd out, or, you know, shelled out. But definitely doing the more pro version of that getaway. We are going to see a grouping up here on bottom. Maybe a tower push to this bottom tower. They've gotten a lot of the towers down. They're up 3 towers right now. Almost 10,000 gold, 6,500 experience, and 7 hero kills. As well as gold per minute for the Legion team is just outstanding right now. Their leader is Hellbringer, who's at a whopping 400 gold per minute as a support. And it looks like the Hellbringer team not doing so good. Besides Flint, who's still pretty high up there on the gold for his team, but not high enough. A quick hammer stun, but nothing's going to come of it. Creep kills and creep denies, though. Amazingly, they're pretty even wet for that much of a gold difference. I guess it's just towers and hero kills.
Yeah, it's definitely towers and hero kills. And right now, I can't really say Hellbringer's necessarily support. That early on with plus 25 intelligence, he's almost a semi-carry at the moment.
Well, I mean, he's you know, deemed to be picked up as a support hero, but I understand. We are going to see an Alton, though, get a little ballsy there that held Hammerstorm is. Sorry, a little tongue-tied there. We are going to see a Bubbles ult. Here comes Behemoth. That fissure. Look at this monstrosity of ownage right here. Oh my god. There's an annihilation at 23 minutes in, or genocide, excuse me. And there was just so much going on right there with the Behemoth ult and the Kelp field going down for Bubbles and this Behemoth ult with a fissure and Swift Blade and Malphys. It was just crazy. And one team got off on top of that, and that was the Legion team. Nobody died for the Legion team, and it's so one-sided right now.
I gotta say, it's that combination. Bubbles sees that good moment to get Kelp field in, lock everyone in place with Behemoth's ultimate, and then Hellbringer stuns them afterwards so they could just finish them up.
You know what? It's also a for support on the Legion side too. If you've noticed, we've had a couple of games like this before, where I was about to say 4 int, but Behemoth's not an int. Generally, I think of him as an int support, but just it's been weird picks on both sides. I think the Hellborn team playing a little too comfortable, though. You know, they got their whole support and their carries and stuff like that, but they could have gone with some out-of-the-box type strategies to maybe match up this Legion team.
I think some of their biggest problems is I think they've just been hanging a little too close together. After the first time that combination worked so well and destroyed their team, I would have thought they would have been a lot more wary of that Behemoth getting in.
Well, you know, it's been going on since early game. I mean, there's an 18,000 gold difference. Actually, getting a little bit ahead of myself. There's 17,000 gold difference and about 12,000 experience difference right now. You know, right there for the Legion team. 12 more hero kills, 5 towers. This all happened from early off. They weren't playing aggressive in the tri-lane, and that's what Hellborn did wrong. They did not press the attack on this Legion team. Once the Legion team had each one of their AoE ults hit level 6, it only gets worse from there.
Yeah, another big problem is that Thunderbringer, I'm sure that there was a lot of weight on that Thunderbringer to do well middle lane and come and destroy that tri-lane. Yeah, and we did see Hellbringer finish his Sheep Stick. Behemoth, we've already seen his Portal Key several times. It looks like Bubbles might be going for a Shrunken Head.
Yeah, this has been some very fast farming items on the Legion team. Hellbringer keeping a steady 450 gold per minute right there, and not far behind is that Swiftblade. They've been outplayed on gold, hero kills. The only thing that the Hellborn team's been doing is they're creeping and denying just as well as this Legion team. They're just lacking in all other aspects.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the picks.
FA
I think it was just the way they played it.
Alright, you know, they both just picked up their Frostburn. I don't know if both having Frostburn is the best idea, but they're not behind on farm at all.
Yeah, they did both pick up that Frostburn. I don't know exactly why. Maybe just for the movement speed, and so that they each can slow. We are going to see a stun being tossed out by Hammerstorm. He's going to get casted, and Sheep, though, maybe a little waste of a sheep stick, though. Not really. Here comes a swift ult in. There goes Behemoth. Behemoth gonna get that. Look at this hat trick right there. He doesn't get the hat trick. He gets a double tap. No, he does. He does get a hat trick. So we're gonna see 4 fall just like that. And you know, even with that sort of sheep on that hammer storm, I didn't really agree with it. They didn't even need the sheep. With that Swiftblade ult in, straight over to that Behemoth ult. They didn't even use Kelp Field, I don't think. No, they didn't. And it was crazy. Just a great team fight all along. Got a shout out here to Team Liquid. So, shout out over here by this Legion team. So, a couple of GGs and well played going on right now. I think it's pretty much done. I don't know if there's a way Hellboy could come back.
Yeah, there's just really excellent coordination coming out from Team Liquid. You know, you saw Swiftblade get the ultimate off on FA, and FA getting really low but actually getting away, and Behemoth just portal keys in and ults and just wrecks their team.
I don't know if TLN stands for Team Liquid. It might be like a miniature clan. It probably does, but this is a great matchup. Infernal Cry coming in here as the #1 team right now in CEVO, and this FC UK everything and run we were ranked 3. So we did see this go on. As I do apologize again for all the lag. Hopefully won't happen in our next cast. But I don't know, Wet. I think it was just a sign of not outpicking, more of just outplayed. But definitely a great game though. I did not expect it though. I really didn't.
Yeah, that behemoth really played his game well, and Hellbringer dominated mid. I think those are the 2 stars of their lineup in that game.
So as this match will probably be going up at the end of it, we do have another cast coming up in about 30 minutes, probably like 20 now. Now it's going to be EAU Clubhouse versus Sun Energy. So by the time you guys are done watching this match, you know, that match will probably be starting. So just be on the lookout for that if you do watch this match right now. If you don't have anything else to say, Wet, I think we're ready to get out of here and get to this other cast.
Yep, it was a great game. Let's go.
Alrighty, so live here from e-rev TV, Big Max and Wet the System signing off.